It's Monday, November 28th. I'm Brooks Peck from Dirty Tackle, and you're listening to The Goalmouth. On today's menu of bite-sized soccer news, Jose Mourinho abuses a water bottle. Bob Bradley gets his first Premier League win. The Seattle Sounders somehow reach the MLS Cup final. Barcelona's worst performance of the season. And last and definitely least, the Confederations Cup draw. First up, Jose Mourinho was sent to the stands for the second time this season after kicking a water bottle during Man United's 1-1 draw with West Ham. Mourinho was angry about Paul Pogba getting booked for diving, but he's probably even more angry about the fact that he now has a worse record than David Moyes did to this point in his 8 months at Man United. Let's just hope Jose didn't kick Bastian Schweinsteiger when he realized this. In other embattled Premier League manager news, Bob Bradley got his first win with Swansea City, beating Crystal Palace in an absolutely bananas match that ended 5-4. The BBC called it stupid, in a good way, after Swansea squandered a 3-1 lead, then scored twice in added time to come back from 4-3 down and win. The victory got Swansea out of last place and will delay Jurgen Klinsmann from taking another job from Bradley for at least another week. The Seattle Sounders have reached the MLS Cup final for the first time in their history, despite firing longtime coach Sigi Schmidt in July. MLS Rookie of the Year Jordan Morris scored the only goal of the second leg against Colorado while battling a stomach bug and flu symptoms. This was a pretty crazy turnaround for the Sounders, as they were in last place 4 months ago and are now just 90 minutes away from their first ever MLS Cup. Their Canadian opponents will be decided on Wednesday, when Montreal and Toronto play the second leg of the Eastern Conference Final. The MLS Cup Final is scheduled for December 10th, so Morris better get to work infecting himself with some other illness for that one. A 1-1 draw with Real Sociedad might not seem that bad for Barcelona, but Luis Enrique has labeled it the worst performance since he's been in charge. "We didn't deserve the point we're taking back to Barcelona," he added. A Leo Messi goal 6 minutes after the home side took the lead salvaged that point for Barcelona, but according to Opta, they had less possession than their opponents for the first time all season. So clearly they have brought shame upon their families, the club, and desecrated the memory of Pep Guardiola. Barcelona sits 6 points behind undefeated Real Madrid in La Liga, while they wonder why Leo Messi refuses to use his magic to heal Andres Iniesta and make everything okay again. And finally, the Confederations Cup draw. It happened on Saturday while you were doing something more important, like anything. The groups are as follows. Group A, Russia, New Zealand, Portugal, and Mexico. And Group B, the champions of Africa, which will be decided in a couple of months, Chile, Australia, and Germany. Can Ronaldo shout his team to victory again? Will Yogi Love discover a new body part to sniff? Will Gonzalo Higuain find a way to help Chile win this tournament too? Will FIFA cancel everything when New Zealand and Australia reach the final? Will Rafa Marquez finally reveal himself to be the Highlander? All of these questions and more are what I can definitely wait until next year to find out the answers to. That's all for today's edition of The Goalmouth. You can find more info on all of these stories by subscribing to our email newsletter. The link is in the show notes. Also, please rate and review the show on iTunes and tell your friends to help us get the word out. I've been Brooks Peck. Daryl will be with you tomorrow. Same Goalmouth time, same Goalmouth place. I leave you now with today's Goalmouth top tip. If you're going to kick a water bottle, kick it at the snitching fourth official.